Hey guys, what's going on, everybody? All right, today playing more Flesh and Blood. Shocking, I know everybody's surprised. I'm gonna be playing Bravo today. I'm working on getting my games in for our PT testing. Everybody is kind of doing their own part and trying to figure out what decks we should be looking at, and what decks we should be playing to like try and hone in on the closer we get to the Pro Tour. So. Bravo was one of the ones on my list, so I am. I do have Bravo in here. Let's see. Yep, comp. Here we go. Perfect. Let's see if it updated it to what I changed. I put last ditch efforts in there. Oh, this is interesting. I put last ditch efforts in over. It's like I think it's Crush the Week. Yeah, it was Blue Crush the Week. Blue Crush the Week does not turn on Zealous Belting, and I like Last Ditch Effort better. So I'm intrigued to try that. I think Sink Belows are probably good against Azalea, but I'm honestly not sure what I would cut for Sink Belows. Command and Conquer is great. I mean, honestly, I'm not really sure what I should be changing here. I like having Crown of Providence. Like, I like all of the usual suspects of equipment. They don't really throw any arcane damage here. Like, Red Chokeslam seems good. They do tack on some extra power. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Let's just try it with our 60 and see what happens. It's honestly kind of been like the... it's been a lot of the testing that I've done has just been that, like, has just been on the back that my 60 cards is better than sideboarding, really. I have yet to sideboard with Bravo, which is kind of crazy to when you think about it. Teleshar, playing against Azalea, and I'm going second. Infecting Shot for 9. So we'll go ahead and block 9. So put a -1 counter on equipment they control. Is that really relevant? Disable seems pretty good. We can make a Surge and throw the Disable here, which will get a card out of their hand. Maybe 2, depending on what's in their hand, and then we can Arsenal the Red Pummel. I mean, being able to put an Arsenal card on the bottom of their deck is not bad. And this does allow it. Oh, do they have a Sink Below? Okay, so they had turn 0 Arsenal Sink Below. That's pretty good. So they get to fix their hand a little bit here. Take 3. When this hits a hero, this does not. And okay, so this is just +3. So if I block with my Red Pummel, I have Zealous Belting go again, or I make a Surge, Zealous Belting, Hammer for 6. So I'm basically saying I'm going to take 9. Because I'm taking 6 here, and then I'm going to take 2 more. Or I'm going to take 3 more. Yep. Oh, it's play attack actions, right? Is that what Remorseless says? If Remorseless is a hero, whenever they play an action card. Yeah, so that's cool. So we actually ended up only taking 7 there, which is kind of cool. I mean, I guess let's get the Sink Belows out of the way now. Like, I need a turn where I can do something dumb with a Red Pummel, honestly. Like a crippling crush, a spinal crush, something really good like that is what we're sitting on the pummel for. This is exactly what I needed. So this costs 4, which means 2 cards. Two cards allows me to throw Spinal Pummel. So I can block with Buckling Blow. I mean, I can just block with Buckling Blow. Save some damage here, and then just throw Spinal with... I don't actually care about the on-hit effect, because this is a reaction, right? They can only take 1 action, so I'm going to play this for 4 and then play the pummel. Yeah, so its on-hit effect is irrelevant. I'm just trying to save damage here by blocking efficiently. If I wanted to activate Bravo here instead of actually using the spinal, like instead of using the pummel, I could have blocked with a tectonic plating to cover up 5 with the buckling blow. Cool thing about you blocking 8 is that if you do have your last sink below, it doesn't matter. And we got rid of the perch grapplers pretty early. We want to put the Thunderquake on the bottom first, not because, like, normally we'd want to see the pummel, but I think it's important that we put the Thunderquake on the bottom because that's going to allow us to turn on our second cycle Rouse the Ancients, which is important. So if this hits, I get a Pox token. So I block Command and Conquer Tectonic Plating, and I dominate a Chokeslam. I don't really want a Pox token. Like, I'm saving 7 life by blocking 5, which is very efficient here. Activate Bravo, and then come in with a Chokeslam. Even if they have a sink below here, they're still taking 4 unless they want to throw their Skullbone cross wrap, or if they're going to throw Tunic here. So seeing that they're blocking like this, they're probably just going to take 5, and then we've turned off their pumps for the turn, which is kind of nice. So I could go for Crown, the Command and Conquer away, or the Pulverize away in hopes of finding a blue. And if I find a blue, I get to go Terra Sunder Hammer into Command and Conquer my arsenal. That doesn't seem like a bad line of play. So this doesn't have Go Again or the on-hit reload. So I don't really think I care about taking 4 here. I kind of like make a Seismic Surge, throw Command and Conquer, and then heave the Pulverize. Command and Conquer gets at least 2 cards out of their hand, which I really like. And then from here, we're just going to heave the Pulverize, which means the Pulverize can be played off of two blues. Oh, they decided they didn't like their arsenal card? What was it? Barbed Undertow. All right. Let's go Terra Sunder, then Debilitate. So knock the Death Whistle. They're going to put Barbed Undertow on top. Has an aim counter against when this hits, choose red, yellow, or blue. 8 dominate. So I can block Imposing Visage, which is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then leave the block on the tectonic plating here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we go Imposing Visage, Crown, Crater Fist, and Iron Rot Legs. And I'm not going to crown anything because I'm not going to crown anything because we're just going to come in for 14 here with an amazing on-hit effect, and then we're going to have the Crippling Crush in our arsenal. Like, I was like, even if they want to... Wow, they had two blocks in their hand. Insane. We arsenal the Crippling Crush, which also puts us in a very good spot. Okay, so have we seen the last Sink Below? No, there's only been 2, but if they don't have it in Arsenal, it doesn't matter. So we can go Terrace Under off of the blue, pitch Pulverize to make a Seismic Surge, and then we have pitch Terrace Under to come in with the Hammer for 7, and then we still have the Crippling Crush in our arsenal. So 7 Dominate here, and then our Crippling Crush is only going to cost 6 next turn. So they did have the last Sink Below, but it says if it would deal any damage. So they take 3. They're left with 1 card. They do get to pick what 1 card they're left with, but... I'm just gonna make a surge and then come in for 11. I mean, I don't even need to be able to dominate the Crippling Crush here. Like, just having the Crippling Crush to play is good enough. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you take 3, go to 9. And then they go 5, draw card. So if we block with Last Ditch Effort, we get to block 3, and then we get to dominate Spinal Crush here, and then Arsenal to disable. Feels pretty good so far. I don't know if like I'm running super hot this game, or if like this is just a good matchup, or what the deal is really. Yeah, so they take 6. Here's somebody talk.
Yeah, man, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, Silas?
Dude, you in a game?
Yeah, I'm playing against Azalea right now. I'm up 25-3.
Wow, I think you're gonna win that one.
I really hope so. If I don't, then man, let me tell you, it fell apart somewhere.
Are you playing Briar?
I'm playing Bravo.
Zelia's apparently the pick, man. Brody's beating Michael right now, 27-20.
Is he up right now?
Yeah.
Dude, Brody Spurlock's no joke, man. Let me tell you.
Can you believe Naib made top 8?
Dude, that's awesome, right? I was telling Carly about that. I was like pretty stoked that Naib made top 8.
Yeah, man. That's really, and it was within the top 8. Like apparently that's where it's at. Not Oldham. Oldham's not.
I was like, there wasn't any Lexis in the top 8, was there?
Just Naib's.
Or I mean, any Oldhams. Sorry.
Oh no, 2 Azaleas, Azuri, Lexi.
That's crazy.
Icelander and a Briar. And the Briar got big dicked.
Oh, really?
Like turn 0, read the ledger. turn 1 red in the ledger, pitches 2 sonatas, plays 1 sonata whiffs, plays another sonata whiffs.
Good Lord.
Never saw it. Like, it was bad.
That's you're talking about the Briar game.
Yeah.
I watched that. I watched most of it laying in bed.
It was bad.
Dude, it was dirty. I mean, he like whiffing on back-to-back sonatas, non-attacks, and then all attacks. I was like, bro. I was like, that is tough to watch.
We've been there.
I mean, it is sad, but probably not the only time it's happened to somebody.
Happened to me. I pitched 6 once and missed.
Yeah, I know. You told me. Like, was that at Nationals?
Yeah.
That's
I
pretty.
had 2 blues, a sonata, and like a nimblism. I said, well, I'm going to pitch these 2 blues and pray. And it didn't work.
I mean, like honestly, so like Sonata is one of those cards that like has variance in the title, but like it's not though. Like you build your deck in such a consistent way that it shouldn't be variance, which is crazy to me. But anyway, you wanna get some games in?
Oh, did you? Let me go. Yeah, let me see if I can play this Uzuri one. Yeah,
let's see.
yeah.
I'll make a private game real quick.
Make a private one.
And I will shoot you the link here real quick. Here we go. Copy invite link.
Do we play Oldham or Uzuri?
Whichever one you want, man. I was like, I need games with Bravo. So whichever one you feel like playing, brother, I'm good with.
All right, we'll do one of each.
Uh-oh, 21-20. Michael Hamilton doing his thing.
Oh, man. He's coming back. He's so good. I can't believe Brody beat him earlier.
Dude, did he beat him in the Swiss?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not surprised that was Michael Hamilton's one loss.
I know, but it was crazy. In Indy, Brody was like the last on day 2. Like the very last.
What do you mean?
Like he was at the last table.
Oh, really?
Indy, yeah, playing Briar.
I mean, dude, I was like, at the end of the day, it is a card game. Like, you know, like there's a lot of like variance and random things that happen. So it's like it's not like crazy surprising to me, but.
Hold on, let me leave this call. Hold on, I switched it off my phone for some reason.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to see in the chat if you sent the link.
Yeah, I put it in our like the general voice channel.
Oh.
I always throw it in there so it doesn't bog down the.
Oh. Let's see. Open link when. I can't open it with Safari. Hold on, I have to open it with Chrome. Okay, there we go. It took me to Discord. It didn't copy the link.
Do you want to make a game and shoot me the link? I'm good that way too.
I got it. I copied.
I was like,
Discord's
I'm not
weird.
picky either way, brother.
All right, let's copy Uzuri.
There we go. Dude, I drafted Arachne last night. Ended up going to Richards for the second draft. My power never came on back. By the way, I never got to play Magic. It was.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, dude, it was stupid. Let's see. Against Uzuri, do I want reactions or do I just want to try to erase you? I think I just want to try to erase you, honestly. But yeah, I never got to play Magic, but I ended up being able to go to Richards for the second draft, and so I tried to stay open longer because, you know, in Uprising it was very like, you got to be locked in, pick 3, you know, like you got to know what's going on. And so my first pick was a red Ravenous Rabble, and then my second pick was a red Peace of Mind. And I was like, okay. I was like, this feels pretty good. I'm pretty open. Well, apparently, when I was doing that, I sent Jonathan signals to be on Assassin, Well, I didn't really realize that any cards came through that were like telling him he should be on assassin, and I tried to be on assassin, and man, let me tell you, it was Jonathan ended up winning the whole thing, but man, it was
Really?
yeah. Jonathan went 3-0 last night. I went 2-1. I think Alexander went 2-1, and I think Silas went 2-1. It was interesting though, to say the least.
Cards in your hand face down. Turn the card banished. Okay.
Okay.
It's pretty bad.
You don't have anything to put in?
Nope, I have all reds. Nothing good.
Interesting.
Yep. $21-11 now.
Hamilton's at 11.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, honestly, man, like this Azuri deck, or not the Azuri deck, the Icelander, or gosh, the Azalea deck seems like it has wheels.
Mm-hmm. That's me.
Let's block 3 here.
That's like
Death Touch is good.
I think I'll just give you a blood clock there.
It probably.
Mm-hmm.
I've really enjoyed playing Bravo. I've played 7 of my 15 games on it. You're number 8, and I'm 7-0. It's been like insanely good. Yeah, I'll pitch my last card to pay.
Pummel.
A blue pummel. And up to 1 card in their arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a 3 block in your hand and then 6, you would need, so you need a sink below here to be able to make this work.
I was watching him play it, and the way you have to do it, as soon as Uzuri says, I'm going to react, before they play their banish card, you can play your sync, is how the interaction is supposed to work.
Yeah, it does work that way. I'm trying to think about if I want to throw a card and equipment here. I don't think so. I think I'm okay just taking 4, and I don't have an arsenal, so it's irrelevant. And then
Why is it not letting me activate her reaction?
it doesn't have stealth, right?
Oh, that makes sense. I didn't realize that.
Do you want to undo your leave no witnesses and play something else?
Nah, it's fine.
Ooh, that's pretty good. You gotta let the tunic resolve.
I hate how it does that. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Yeah, I'll go to 28, and I'll lose a card off the top of my deck. Macho Grande. And then another one, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, we've committed to the line. Let's join you in live total. 7 dominate. On hit, discard 2 cards.
7 dominate, discard 2. How much can I block?
A 3 block and all of your equipment but tunic will give it to you, or all of your equipment but flick knives.
I'll do.
Or if you have a sink below an arsenal.
3. Oh man, I have to do another. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to pass. Let's undo blocks. Let me think what I can do here.
No,
Do
you're
some
good,
math.
man. Brody 13, Hamilton 9.
I'll take it.
Intertesting.
Choose a card you discard.
Yeah, it's 2 cards.
2 cards. Okay, that's fine.
Terror Center's a really good card.
Oh yeah.
One day I want to have a hand where I have a seismic surge coming up and then crippling crush in what is this hand? Good lord. And then a crippling crush in arsenal and 3 blues and a terrace under so that I can give the crippling crush an extra point and give it dominate and discard 4 cards on hit. Or activated an attack reaction. Okay, so it doesn't have its text.
So far.
I mean, yeah, I guess you can't razor this thing. You don't have resources to pummel. Once per turn attack reaction, so you can flick knives this in response. My hand's very weird. It's like, you might not have had it, but I don't know that I can play around it.
Yeah, let me just.
Let's see. Let's make a surge and come in with choke slam.
Go. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I really like red choke slam. It has a lot of play.
What do I want to get rid of? Let's get rid of this.
Go debilitate them, pummel. So, what's a blowout for me here? Shakedown is bad. Command and Conquer is irrelevant. Death Touch is fine. So I think blocking 3 here is okay. I don't think that's a problem. And then we'll come in for 5 go again.
Go again.
You take 2. We come in with the hammer.
I don't have a choice. I like this card. I get to play the top card of your hand.
What'd you say?
This infiltrate. When this hits a hero, banish the top card of their deck. You may play it until the end of their next turn.
Yeah. So this has to be a sink blow in your arsenal. You haven't done anything with it in like 4 turns. Oh, that's what I needed that not to be. That's tough. Oh, and a pummel. Blowout.
Get wrecked.
Correct, indeed. I go to
That combo's
11.
so busted.
That's
What's
insane.
this? Choose a pitch value. What am I? Oh, choose the blue, baby. Let's get rid of that tear asunder. I don't need that dominate.
And then we'll discard pulverize.
That's interesting that this is ran in this.
What'd you say?
This card is ran 6. I take it. I win here, I lose.
Art of War.
Yeah, this is a list. This is that list you sent me.
Yeah, dude, I did not understand why Art of War was in that list. Like, I kept playing it, and I remember when I was playing it, I was talking, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know why we're playing this card.
I don't know why
But
that's
the only
in
thing
there.
I can think of is to give go again and, like, draw some cards. Allows you to play a 2 for 6 with go again, and then allows you to, like, I don't know, like, have an Azuri reaction. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, what a weird hand. So this will have go again. So I can play a 2 for 6 with go again. Oh, that's nice.
So you can't Azuri in and keep go again. So I think I just take this. And then you have a rabble with go again. Man, you've hit blues on both your rabbles, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take this, and then if your last card is a stealth card, oh, Pursuit of Knowledge, that's a good one. I think we're just gonna go 4 here.
Yeah, I do not like this Art of War. This is like a bad card.
Yeah, it did not feel great in that deck when I was playing it. That was like definitely something that I felt like I was like, man, we could definitely change this.
Let me see. What's my average value? 8.43. Pretty bad, but.
Yeah, mine was like 9.5.
Let me see. Let me go to this list. What can we put for this? Because I do not like that Art of War.
Let me pull up the list here, and we'll see what we can figure out. February decks, because I think I have it here. Yeah, Azuri CC.
Yes.
Art of Wars.
Why don't I just put Virulent Touch in there instead?
Is that the Post Malone card?
Yeah.
What 2 for 6s are we playing? Or what cards are we putting into play? Death Touch, Command and Conquer, Erase Face are all good ones to put in. Shakedown are good ones to put in. So is Pursuit of Knowledge. Surgical Extraction is another good one. And let's see. So that's, you have 3, 6.
I was running Shred.
9. Who was running Shred?
The God stream who was playing Uzuri in top 8 was running Shred.
I don't even know what that card is.
Lowers the attacking.
Oh yeah.
Goth,
The blocking, yeah. Target card defending an assassin attack gets -4 on the combat chain. I mean, that's not a bad option. Like, you can take that out and try that.
Try the Shred.
I was like, that doesn't sound bad to me, especially with like my cards. Like, all of my cards block for 3, so you know you're getting the value.
So I'm saying I don't think it matters. All right, let me copy. Yeah, send me another one.
All right.
Yeah, with you, it's so much quicker. You wish to get playing with randoms.
No, yeah, absolutely. And that's like, I think that's the benefit of like us testing on Talishar is that we can just get games in so much faster.
It's 7-13 in that game.
Let's see. Copy
Michael's still
invite
there.
link. I sent you a new one. 2 seconds. I will be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I'm here. I'm ready.
All right. Let's do it. Oh, 11-7.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know
Looks
what
like a
that
judge
white
call
piece
or
of paper.
something.
No.
That's all I could come
I
up
don't know.
with. Is that it's a judge call?
Fucking 5. Wow.
Yeah, it's turn 0. My hand's extra medium. That's what I like about Bravo. Bravo blocks. Plus, this plays around you having a 5-card hand and an arsenal. If you have a Pursuit of Knowledge here on turn 0. And you having a 5-card hand and an arsenal would be absolutely insane. Oh, also plays around that.
Oh, hold on. Go back. It didn't let me do my thing.
Oh, go back.
Oh, no, it doesn't. No, can't. Don't go back. That's right.
Wait.
That's how that works. You didn't use a defense reaction, so I can't use a reaction.
Oh. Wait,
That's
what
right.
reaction are you trying to play?
Don't worry about it.
I mean, you should still be able to play another reaction.
No, because I activate a reaction, and then I pass to you, and where you don't activate anything.
And then you still have another chance to play a reaction. Yeah, you absolutely do.
Well, then let's go back and we can try it to figure it out.
Let's go. Hang on 1 second. Last turn.
I thought where you didn't react, that doesn't give me priority.
No, it does. Like, you still get priority. So right here, you do this. And then
Right, let's see. And let me see this.
Well,
yes.
you can't play that yet. You need to hold on to that.
Okay.
Well, wait, you can't play it on the 2 that you put in. You can't Razor the Surgical
Oh, it doesn't. Okay.
because it costs
It doesn't
2.
count it as a 0. Okay. I see. It still triggers it as a cost 2.
Yeah, so right now is where you could choose a reaction if you wanted to, but since
Okay.
it's a 2, you can't do that.
Okay, that's fine. I was like, as long as you don't CNC.
As long as what?
Like, as long as he doesn't have a CNC, this will make the CNC.
I had the Command and Conquer in my first hand, and I was like, well, I better hang on to that.
And you pummel it.
Command and Conquer Pummel is such a good play.
That's okay. I didn't want this card anyhow.
We'll go Thunderquake. Well, this reeks of a pummel. And let me tell you, my man, when I say reeks, I mean reeks.
It's very obvious, isn't it?
Oh, it is very obvious. So, if you do have a pummel, I take 10, go to 30. I discard this card, and then I get to go Belting Surge Hammer. So I get to have an 11-point turn, blocking nothing. But I discard that. If you don't have the pummel, I can throw this, which turns my 11 card hand into a 13-point hand. But if I block like that and you do have the pummel, then my turn turns into discard this card, activate Hammer, arsenal this. Yeah, this like, if you don't have the pummel here, you got me. I was like, because man, this screams pummel. Play Thunderquake, come in with Belting. Or we'll pitch Thunderquake to make a surge. That's what I was trying to say, because I have a stroke. Actually, is it better to do that? No, probably not. It's probably better just to take my 11-point turn. Oh, so you drew the pummel.
No, I had it.
Oh, you did have it?
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder why you didn't play it.
I gotta bluff every once in a while, man.
I mean, to be fair, Nathaniel says that is one of the keys to playing Bravo. I have yet to feel that way.
Yeah, I gotta bluff.
I'm always just like, jam it!
If I had Arsenal that pummel though, that'd have probably been the better play. But that's how do you know that, right?
I mean, yeah. So I get to do this. Okay, yeah, that seems fine. If you have Command and Conquer, it's a blowout. That's all there is to it, unfortunately. Equal blowout.
I'm gonna shred it too.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, push some damage. It's good use of your hand. Just play every card in your hand. Push through 6 damage.
Yeah, if I didn't have an Arsenal, I think that wouldn't be right. But where I have that Arsenal, it's fine.
I think we're gonna pitch the red pummel to make a surge, and then just come in for 4. It's an extremely lackluster turn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna block that at all.
Yeah, Shakedown's a good card right there. Let's block 6. Let's make you have the 2 for 7. It has to hit to have go again.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. Black Tech Whisperer says if this hits.
Oh. Okay, I'll just give it go again regardless.
Just gonna razor it.
Mm-hmm.
Razor says if it hits, it has go again too, by the way. Oh, you have 2 razors. That works.
That's fine.
Not something I was ever prepared to play around.
Yeah, you gotta get good, I guess.
You can play my
Terra
Terrasunder. Oh, create an inertia token. I think that's fine. Like, I'm okay just going to 22 here and then just taking my play. But I've been hanging on to that pummel to like see if I could make it matter.
Mm-hmm.
But
My next Guardian attack. Well, I don't have any Guardian attacks, so.
what did that card say? You can play it until the end of the next turn?
Yeah, so I could still play your Terrasunder attack.
You can just pitch a blue and play Terrasunder? But man,
Yeah.
could you imagine if that was like the Guardian Mirror and you could just steal Terrasunder? That'd be crazy.
Hey, I finally got a red.
Okay, so I think we're just gonna take 4 here. So I think we're supposed to block 6 with our equipment and then keep our turn pretty steady here.
I mean, I'm still going to, but just because I want to filter my hand.
I mean, that's fair. Like, the cool thing is that like you are putting cards back into your deck.
Mm-hmm. And they're like red cards. Ain't dominate, can't gain.
I mean, the thing's not being able to gain power is really only relevant if you have a pummel or a razor. Do that and arsenal that. Or I could just throw 5. Hope it's... I mean, it's probably better just to throw 3, 4, 5, 6, and then have it again one more turn when I need it.
I need to filter my hand. These are all block 2s.
So make a surge, play Command and Conquer. And then arsenal that. Wow, this hand is not good. So
Yeah, block
let's put this on the bottom. Yeah, I was like, that's just better.
I need to filter this block too. Auto crush 9. Jeez Louise.
I mean, I have to say, like the 9 is the scary part here. Go again isn't super relevant for you.
And the pummel. Oh,
Yeah.
good. I played the I blocked appropriately.
Yeah, I was like, if you'd only blocked the 6, you were going to be dead there. I was curious to know. I was curious to see if that was going to go through or not. Sheesh. So
Like surgical extraction in this deck.
I can, let's see, that'll leave me with 1 somewhere in the deck. If I block 6, I throw that and arsenal that. Seems like the right play. Just keep my life parity here.
Yeah, you're definitely on the forefront.
Well, the cool thing about you being at 2 is like once we get to this point in the game, hammer's just stripping cards, even if I just have 1 card to hammer you with.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll arsenal this. Huh. Yep. We'll take 1.
I screwed that up. I forgot you can't play Death Touch for me. Let's just pass. Crap, I screwed up. Oh. That's when you just scoop.
So if you have a sink below, you can block all 8. Sink below 3 from hand, and then the tunic is 8, so I'm better off to do this. Actually, I shouldn't have made the surge because I can just go 5 into 8 dominate, which would have been a blowout.
Still a blowout.
It's still 6 dominate though. Feels.
Oh, that one wasn't even close.
Yeah, I was like, this feels pretty favored for Bravo.
I agree with you on that one. Alright, let's go again.
Alright.
Maybe I should just run full defensive.
I mean, are you still in the lobby?
No, I exited.
Oh, I was gonna.
Should I stay?
Well, I can
That's what we
rematch
should've
you.
done.
I was like, I
That's
can
what we
just.
should do.
Yeah. Let's see. I said I put a game in the Discord there.
Hold up.
Let's see. So, I mean, I was like, it might be better to bring in the 3 sink belows and the fate foreseen, and try to block efficiently and just like try to spiders bite me and some stuff here and there, and then like take your value turns when you can. I'm not sure, honestly, what the
I
better.
think since you're, shoot, I hit the wrong thing. I think I need to. Oops, wrong button. Shoot. I think I've made like 16 copies of this thing when I'm meant to copy the clipboard. Yeah. Let's run sinks.
Going second has worked out for me so far. Let's try going first this time. I want to see what going first feels like.
I'm going to try the spreading plagues.
Okay.
You're going first? Okay.
Yeah, I just want to try it, see how it feels. Man, that's awkward.
And it bites you in the butt.
Man, that's awkward. I'm just gonna have to do that.
Oh man, really?
Yeah, like it was like I guess I could have like activated Bravo and push through some damage. Maybe should have been probably what I should have done.
Maybe I should be pressuring Spider Bite.
Yeah, I mean, I think you should probably be using Spider's Bite more than you have been so far. Let's block 6 and see what happens. Interesting. No Azuri, so we'll go Terrace Under Hammer for 7.
Let me see if I can do that. Into that. Into that. Need 1. Need 2, actually. No. I can block that and that. Oh, it's 2-card discard. That sucks.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to undo? If you have a better
No,
play, then I was like, we shouldn't.
I can still only block 1, so it doesn't really change anything.
So yeah, I like this play. This feels pretty good.
Fable is put a card from arsenal on the bottom. I'll just do that.
Yeah, it's like a weird one of in the deck that I really like.
And you pump on top of it.
I was like, yeah, Kel was playing this as a one of, and it's honestly been pretty sweet. It kind of serves as like a 4th Command and Conquer.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go Pummel Chokeslam. Block 6 here. Nice.
It's not that that's going to do too much, but at least I finally get some damage in.
The pummel, like the actual discard, is what was value there. Like the erase face doesn't really have much effect against me. I mean, it does stop my seismic surges, which is kind of cool. Like, because Bravo's ability just says with cost 3, like, so you're not exactly like stopping Bravo. I think this is going to be one of those turns where I just take whatever you do. Yep, it's very frightening, but we'll see what happens. Yep, that's good. You can still Azuri something in here, which is like really good. Yeah, that's a good turn right there.
Rid of round bench. Yeah, that was a good turn for her.
Yeah.
Get to Arsenal, which sucks, but
I mean,
and you clap 11 back, which hurts, but
Well, it was gonna be. I was gonna throw 7. I was gonna throw 13, and then Arsenal my Zealous belting. Like,
Golly.
what is this? This is garbage.
Man, that Michael Hamilton game is still going on, 5-11.
Are you serious? That game is still happening?
Yeah.
That is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just block 3. Ugh.
Yeah. That break point.
Blowout.
Get rid of that crippling.
I'm gonna pitch the pulverize to make a surge. Pulverize in my arsenal without like a bunch of things is just not gonna do me any good.
Mm-hmm. I messed that up.
Oh, back up. Let's undo it.
The correct play is this.
Okay. Yep.
Then that.
Okay. Then I still block here.
Then that.
Jesus.
Always pick to get rid of that Terror Thunder, baby.
We'll throw hammer for 4 here.
I'll not block that.
What happened to mana traders? So yesterday, I don't know if you experienced this or not, but when I woke up at like 8:45 to get ready for the tournament, my power was out and I was unable to play in the tournament. So that's what happened, man. It was very unfortunate because I was really looking forward to playing Magic yesterday. I was pretty excited about playing mono red in that tournament because it seemed like it seems like it's in a pretty good spot. And so it was a little disappointing that I didn't get to play, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, unfortunately. Okay, we're gonna take this. That's a very good use of your tunic counter.
I messed up. Shoot.
Well, undo it, man.
This turn. That's all right.
It's like undo it. Let's.
I have to actually just straight play this.
I was like, let's make the correct plays. So this definitely feels like a pummel. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I still get to have my turn the way I want. I think this is fine when it's 19 to 7. And I feel like I'm in the driver's seat.
Even if I double shred you, it's not going to work that way. Undo. Because you're blocking, what, 8?
Yeah, so you, what is it? Target card.
No, it'll work. It'll work that way. It'll work.
Yeah, I was like, so you pick Showtime. What did you pick?
I picked Showtime.
Both times?
I don't know. Can you? I don't think you can stack it. Can you?
So here's what you need to do. Hit undo a couple times and put those back in your hand.
Do Showtime Crown. That works.
Yeah, Showtime Crown is what you should do because then I take 1 and
You still banish. Ooh, let's get rid of that blue.
got rid of quite a few cards here. we'll make a surge, and then we'll come in for 4. Hey, you can get back your Black Tech Whisperers too this turn.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. And I am now out of equipment, which is moderately frightening. Because I really lean on that equipment.
I didn't realize I was at 3.
Do you want to undo and block?
Nope. I've committed.
Yep. So everything I block with gets -2. You hit a backstab. I go to 12. And up to 1 card in their arsenal. That's fine. Oh, and my last Crippling Crush? Alright, that's cool.
The banish has been working this turn.
Nine and 4 is 13.
Oh, you're gonna tear us under me. That sucks.
Or Rouse the Ancients, you mean?
Yeah.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Still 11 to 5.
Saw that.
And Brody's coming in for 11 right now.
To dominate?
It didn't look like it. I didn't see dominate anywhere, but and then throw 6 more, which means I get 2 more cards out of your hand.
Oh,
Having go again at the end of the game like this is just so good.
Yeah.
Oh, it looked like he did activate Azalea. Azalea's turned sideways. This might be it.
Oh, he's throwing 4 cards. Oh, why is he revealing his hand? I think he won again. Dang nabbit. Yeah, that's GG then.
Yeah.
Man, I had that one better.
I was like, it was a lot closer that game. It was a lot closer that game for sure.
Rematch me.
Let's see, I went first that game.
Probably this in this lobby.
I just hit rematch, and you should just be able to like click yes. I think.
There we go. Okay. Yeah. The shred was nice.
I mean, yeah, it was definitely good. I was like, it was very good, honestly. All things considered there.
I think the spreading plagues is nice because it's a pitch too if you need it, but it's another reaction that you can use to create pox tokens.
Yeah, that's also very true.
And this is game 4 of this.
I don't know. Yeah, this will be game 4. And you are going first. Come on, Excel.
Oh, undo. No, that's fine.
Lol, I was like, that was fast. Oh, man. Dominate here is pretty good, as Blake likes to say.
Yeah.
Ugh. That's a good way to start the game. And you give your boy a pox token. Oh, seriously? That's depresso. I mean, I can just throw that, take 2 and then arsenal that? Or is it better to so I can throw 8 and take 2, or I can make that I can throw 6, take nothing, and then still arsenal that? Oh, if I throw 6, I can't make a surge. Yeah, let's just throw 8 and take 2 here. It's fine. Seems like a fine hand.
I mean, it's a big boy attack.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot for sure. And then whatever I pitch this turn needs to have value, so we'll pitch that. That'll be fine, actually.
It's not right. I should do it this way.
This is an awkward hand.
For some reason, it's harder to do the math in my head when I'm not playing it paper.
I understand. We'll go. Wow, really? What a terrible card to draw.
And you get pummeled. Maybe you can just discard it.
I mean, I'm going to. Or am I going to... No, actually, I'm going to discard this. Oh, you get to pick a card from my hand. That's right.
Yeah, pick the card first, then you have to discard.
Oh, yeah, I'm just going to do this then. Like, we're just going to heave this.
Oh, no.
So if I play that, there's no way to do that, because I would have to pitch that, reveal those, and then have those. Come in with the old spider's bite.
Yes, I have to remember to do that. It makes such a difference.
There's no way I'm going to beat a Command and Conquer this turn. Unless I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'd have to use a card and all of my equipment. And then I get to guarantee that I can dominate Pulverize. I mean, I guess the question is a card for my hand worth stopping a big on-hit effect from you here? I think the answer to that's yes. That's a pretty sweet play. That's a pretty sweet play. I mean, 4 Pox tokens is... Yeah, I was like, that's crazy. Ooh.
Yeah, I really don't want to arsenal this, but that's fine.
And then we'll activate Bravo, and then we'll throw the Pulverize here.
That hurts.
14 dominate. It's pretty good. I was debating whether I wanted to make a seismic surge and just let you block with a few cards if you wanted to. Because I mean, even if your hand is all 3 blocks, that's 12. and then the crown is 14, which means like you have no turn. So I don't know. I was debating what's better to block with. Take 10 this way. And then I take 8.
8.
Good lord. I mean, that's one way to do it.
I mean, yeah, that's a big turn. I know, baby. Why is that a 0? Oh,
Because of the pulverize. Yeah, I was like, the pulverize gives me that effect, which is kind of nice.
It's okay, I can use it on that. Come in with another one. Oh, no, that's wrong. Don't do that.
Oh, all right, just kidding. I mean, I don't think it's a bluff, because if you were bluffing, you would have. Well, no, you probably wouldn't have. Couldn't bluff it with the other spider's bite.
Let's choose. Dog, she eats and then she immediately wants to play. Like, that's.
Yeah. And because of that, Shakedown gets its ability.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll discard this.
One thing I like about her is you don't even have to, like, arsenal.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, there's some cards like the Death Touch and some things like that that are better from Arsenal, but I definitely get what you're saying, because even then, you could just use Azuri and throw those into play.
It's like arsenaling with her is almost bad unless it's an attack reaction.
Oh, I can't do that. I forgot that that has that. Sorry. I need to try to block with the Tectonic Plating, but I forget that that has Piercing 1 on it.
Piercing. Yeah.
We'll go to 16, see what you do here. I mean, we'll throw that for value, I guess. Value of 1.
Likewise.
Yeah, it's like if you want to call that value. We'll come in for 8. Lord. Oh, who won? It's over.
It didn't say. Oh, it probably Brody and Levi play next round.
Yeah. So it's an Azalea mirror in the finals?
That's hilarious.
What world are we living in?
2023, baby.
Bro, that's crazy. Alright, so things can't gain power. That's nice, at least. We're gonna block there. We'll go to 9. Okay. Just gonna have to pass and pay for the Pox token. This game has been very interesting.
It's been very different. And I don't know if it's because I've drawn better or I've just played better.
I mean, I think it's a combination of both. Like, hey, what's going on, Ben? How are you, brother? 4-0, cracking heads today. That's Bravo's felt pretty good today, man. How have you been? What have you been up to? Yeah, I don't know, man. This is tough. Well, block 3. I'm good. Just got back from the gym. Oh, nice, man. You guys go play racquetball? Jeez.
Now the question is, do I guess right what's in your hand? No, it was a blue.
Yeah. Man, it has kind of felt like you've had it all this game. No,
Yeah.
just some exercise? Oh, that's cool, man. That's awesome. Like, I also definitely think that part of that is like you having played 3 games on it, so like you have a better understanding of where you want to be.
Well, I just know the lines are a little clearer. Like the first 2 games, I wasn't using Spider Bite. So now I'm using Spider's Bite, and it really makes a difference.
Right.
I just like the fact too that this is mind game. Like, oh, could you Azuri there? You didn't. Okay.
Right. Exactly. No, it changes the game a lot. I heard somebody the other day just describe it as like playing as Warrior. That like Azuri kind of just holds all the bluffing cards when it comes to the reactions and things like that. Get rid of an infect and you go to 9. Gosh, what are these hands? What are those? Yeah, I mean, I got a block 6 here. Yep. Yep. And the flick knives deals the damage to me, and then I take 3. Yep, that'll do it. Nice job, man. What'd you say?
I finally won one. All right, I got one more in here if you want to play one more.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Rematch me.
Let's do it.
She's fun.
Yeah, Azuri, like, honestly, she felt like more fun the longer I played. When I was trying to, like, test with her the other day. So.
I think that yellow blood rot really helped in that one.
It was really good, that game. Let's go first again.
The shredding plague.
Yeah,
I don't think the shred needs to be red. I think that, but people run D-React, so I think it's the better choice.
I was like, if you're gonna play one, you should probably just be on the reds.
I do think you're definitely favored. Oh, you're gonna Bravo me. Oh.
Kind of spinal crush Bravo you to start the game.
Well, it doesn't matter. I can't,
Like, but the fact that you have no go again is just so inherently good for this matchup and how my game plan gets to start. Now,
yep.
Azuri doesn't entirely care about that, I suppose.
Nope, I don't care at all. Yeah, it changes your spider's bite crap, but and she blocks. So I thought the card, like having to basically sink a card matters, but it really doesn't because you're doing such above rate things.
Yeah, the only thing you really have to make sure of is that you are say like you're pitch stacking.
Oh, let's go back. Go back a turn. I had a reaction.
Oh.
Oh, I couldn't have used it. Never mind. It wouldn't have mattered, would it have?
I mean, if you can't use it, then I don't know.
No, I can't use it.
I was like, I'm not gonna block here because if you have the pummel, I have to keep a card to discard here.
Thank you, sweetie. Yes. So you probably have a pummel, which would make me discard a card.
No, you don't discard on the hammer. It's only on an attack action.
Well, I'll take the vanilla 6. I don't care about that.
This plays around virtually anything you can do.
So he says.
I was like, the thing that gives me blood rot tokens is pretty bad, or blood pox tokens, but like, I mean, yeah.
What
if you
about
have,
the double shred again?
oh my gosh, do you really have double shred?
Yes.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! What a blowout!
2 games in a row, the double red shred.
God, you are not a nice person.
I know, I'm sorry.
So I could make one of those and throw 8. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that. I mean, my hand's still not bad, but like the doubles, like I was even playing around that. So I was playing around you having Command and Conquer for 10 with the pummel. Gosh, now I gotta get used to playing around shred when I play against Azuri. How obnoxious. So okay.
Oh, that's wrong. I want to do that. Pitch that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm committed to just taking whatever you're doing this turn in hopes that my crackback is good enough.
Oh.
Like, did you mean to not do anything?
No, I definitely wanted to. Go back.
And then I'm going to say no blocks. You're going to give it go again. You have something with power 6 or greater. I was like, I mean, I guess you could just throw 5 anyway. Just value.
Just throw your card at you.
I mean, hey, like, it's good, man. Like,
what is my hand? Holy moly.
it's about time you had an awkward one for a free change.
Yeah. It's so bad.
So I really don't like the concealed blade in that deck. Like, maybe that's just me, but I really have not been a fan of it.
I don't think the +1 with the possible flick matters.
So, like, my whole thought process with that is that, like, I honestly, it feels like it's just not good enough. But I often have to sit and tell myself when I think something's not good enough, it's probably because I don't realize how to play it correctly.
I think, again, I don't think you can throw it and equip another dagger, so there is that chance you use hurl early.
You don't even play Hurl in the deck, do you?
No, you bet the flick knives though.
Yeah, I was like, you have the flick knives, and then you have the concealed blade to try and like equip another one, which is like cool and all,
Yeah.
but like at the same time, I'm like, is that really where like I need to be at? Well, this is a hand if I've ever seen one. Blowout City. I get a Pox
Oh, it's
token
the only way I can-
and you get a 5-card hand. That's good, man.
Yeah. Just gonna take that.
Well, let's get rid of a card at least. Putting you at 4 is also relevant because I have. No, I'm not going to pay. I'll go to 19. Let's see. Putting you at 4 is relevant because 1 Bravo is super important, and I have 2, 3, 4, 5 equipment block left, which is important to note.
Yeah. I'm not. You just pummeled me this entire game. I think this matchup's definitely Bravo favored.
Yeah, it definitely feels that way. It definitely feels that way. That's pretty good.
Get rid of that Terror Center.
Oh, you got rid of both my cards.
Nice.
I was like, between the
Get me
pummel
back in
and like the
this.
shakedown, I was like, you get to take all my cards. We're gonna see if this is. We have to see what you do here, but I'm wondering if this is good enough to close the game out from here.
Probably because I didn't draw a 6.
Part of me's wondering if Amnesia is better than Erase Face in this deck.
I would say yes, 100%.
Nice. And then I get the crippling with Dominate. Which I was like, if that's not enough to close the game out, then like, good job. You've earned it, in my opinion.
No, because I'm not running. I don't think you need to run defense reactions. They are in this deck, but I think they just hinder you.
It's potential that could be the way that you win. Like, I don't know.
I need
like,
to try them on this match.
I was like, it's definitely worth trying.
In particular.
Like, next time you play against Bravo, like online randomly, like try it and see what happens.
I do agree we need to take out the erase. They run Wreak Havoc too, which is
What? I mean, so like the person who was playing this was probably testing some things and was like, you know what? Let's just see like what works here. So
put Amnesia.
I do like Amnesia, especially over
Erase Face for sure.
I was like Erase Face. If nothing else, it's a 3-block. Like it's a 3-block with better text, in my opinion. Let me find Wreak Havoc or Wreck Havoc. Is it Wreck or Wreak Havoc? What did you put in over the Artivores?
The Shreds.
Shred. That's right. I'm trying to change my list to keep up with yours so that I can like try to be on like somewhat of like an even testing ground. Let's see here. Am I looking over Wreck Havoc? Oh, it's in the sideboard.
Oh, I think I should run take out Concealed Blade and put. What do you think about Cadaverous Contraband?
Hi, Tyrion. Let's see.
And put like your shakedown back on top.
Cadaverous Contraband. I gotta look at this card.
Or non-attack. It's a non-attack. It's a non-attack. You can put Shred back on top.
Hits, you may put. You can't put Shred back on top. It's a reaction.
It's non-attack. No,
yeah, I was like, so Contraband doesn't work. Plus, if you're gonna replace if you're gonna take out the concealed blade, which I think is correct, you need to put a blue back in. 3, 6, 9,
Yeah,
12,
well, I was
15,
going to do the blue
18.
ones. I need a blue block 3.
Let's see here. I'm just gonna pull this up on my stream over here so that I can have.
I think maybe the blue isolates would be better because it's a dominate and it gives you the option to switch into 6 if it can't block.
That's not a bad idea.
And it's a block 3.
Yeah, I honestly don't hate that. So let's try that. I mean, it's definitely worth trying. What cards did I not take out? Oh, the concealed blade.
This list.
I've updated it the same way you have. That I have saved, just because I figure like having it updated is probably better than like not, just so that we can keep up with like the same testing ideas. Because I kind of want to play more Missouri too. Seeing that it top 8'd was very spicy to me, so I'm curious to like keep messing with it and see if we can figure it out a little bit more.
I don't think you should run. I was thinking maybe Razor's Edge, but then only does stealth cards get +1, so it doesn't really affect you.
Yeah.
You could run Sneak Attack to. I think that might be better. It's a block 2 though, but it's a 2, 4, 5 basically, or a 0 for 5.
So if we were gonna play Sneak Attack, I would want to play that as I want to play the red one over something else. I don't know what, but that I think playing the red one would be really good. As far as that's concerned, I'm trying to think of what we could put, because right now, like I don't know, like if you've changed it from the way like it was set up, but the way it was set up is that there's 57 cards in the main deck. And
still that way.
Yeah, and then like there's like you have an option to side in 3 cards here. I honestly don't know like what you want Wreck Havoc for. Like it feels like like the only thing that I really think you would want that for would be if you played against Tree Frog Dash. If you played against Tree Frog Dash, that card's insane because they arsenal reactions all the time. But I just don't think that that's worth. So you can probably get rid of that and honestly have a third unmovable.
And want another Fate.
I don't know that you want another Fate. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know what other cards you want. Like it's something that like you would want as like a one of in the sideboard. Let me look through the assassin cards real quick.
I didn't like Leave No Witness. I think every card she has needs to be stealth if it doesn't have automatic go again.
So I like Leave No Witnesses honestly in the deck because. So when I was playing Azuri, and keep in mind, I went like 1 and 2 or 1 and 3 in the games that I played. I was putting in the 3 razors most of the time, and I was just throwing them in there. Now you were having really good luck with the spreading plague. I think that's correct against, like honestly, like so. Like I think the truth is that like against Bravo, you probably want to take out the Leave No Witnesses, and you probably want to take out like the Rabbles. If I had to guess,
yeah, that's my guess. Too.
You take out those 6 cards. You put in 3 spreading plagues, and then you can put in 3 unmovables and 3 sink belows, and then that gives you a very because Bravo's going to block, so that gives you 9 cards. The unmovables and the sink belows gives you so much game against like my powerhouse cards, and I think honestly, like when I'm looking at this deck, I think this person put in Fate Foreseen because they didn't know what else to put in there. Like that is 100% what I think. I'm going to remove.
Said that unmovable.
I'm gonna add the unmovable here, and I was like, I'm gonna take out one of the wreck. Is it wreck or reek? Wreck. It is wreck.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, you're good, man. You're good. I was like, I had to look. I didn't.
And I put in. Do you think instead of running wreck, you should run the red Sneak Attack?
Yeah. I mean, like that seems fine. I'm just curious to know, like, when are we gonna board that in? Like, what do you want that for?
Yeah.
Honestly, like one of the probably the best things we could do would be to find the guy's list from top 8 and take it
Yeah.
and just try to play that. Although I do like your Bravo plan here. Putting in Spread Plague, the Unmovables, and the Sink Belows do seem very good. And then taking out the Leave No Witnesses and the Ravenous Rabbles gives you like a very clean sideboard swap. But that's one matchup. You know, like, I don't know.
Yeah. No, it'd be good to see his list and see what he did different. Because you could take out the, let's see, reactions. You could run 2 Orbital Class.
I was like, I know there's one in the sideboard.
Just got one. I was thinking if you added another weapon, if someone runs a lot of if you're playing Dory, and you run 2 Orbital Class against Dory, but
yeah, that's not a bad idea. I was like, Dory's not something you'll play against a ton.
Scalpel being used a lot.
It probably won't be.
And he's only got 1 Null Ring too, which is odd.
I think he is going for the Josh Lau Dorinthia game plan when it comes to the Null Rune. Is that he's saying, I'm going to play 1 AB and I'm just going to play my game plan and try to stop you. Now, the difference is that like Dory is like very good at putting on pressure. And obviously this deck can be too. Because that one game, I mean, you ran me over like multiple, like there were like multiple turns in a row. You just had it all and you were just giving it to me. But I don't know how that'll work out. I don't know. Like,
I don't know. It's worth testing more. I think there's potential. I mean, she made top 8, so
yeah, for sure.
I don't think it's favored into Bravo. I think making that changes could be better.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Like the other thing is that you have to worry about and like try to think about a little bit is it's like what's your Oldhim matchup look like? What's your Briar matchup look like? Like, I don't know, so I always feel this way when a new set comes out and we start talking about a new hero. Like, I always put a lot of the cards in there and I'm like, man, it just feels like this deck is just missing something. Like, there's just like one thing that if I could throw in there would make this deck so much better. And I don't know. Like, I don't know what that would be. I don't know what that is. What's Amnesia say? When this hits a hero, cards and tokens they own lose and can't gain names until the start of your next turn.
So everything loses in names.
Interesting.
So there's a let me go to Fab. There's a Fab article.
So Frost Hexes don't trigger Frostbites. Yeah.
There's an article that they published that shows this.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, here we go. I'll send it to you in the group, in the general chat.
Now that'll be a good article for me to read.
Yeah, so like Phoenix Flames don't get a name. Spectral Shields lose their name. Your sword uses its name, so it's not Dawnblade anymore.
Wow.
So yeah, Snatch loses its name. It just says just a card now. It's just now when this hits.
That's crazy.
Everything just anything that says like grab a Phoenix Flame, you can't grab a Phoenix Flame because it doesn't have
because it has no name.
There are no Phoenix. Like against Katsu, that's broken because you play that and he goes, well, none of my cards have names. None of my combos work anymore.
I mean, I do have to say, like, it does feel like Phi has been getting a lot of hate.
Yeah. Like that's a Phi hate. It's because they're still draconic, so Erase Face is better in that sense.
Yeah.
And that's probably why people run it. And maybe you put in the sideboard for the Erase Face to play into the dash, into the decks like that care about the name, not the talent more than the name of the card.
I mean, that's true.
And you could just sideboard those 3 in.
Yeah, that is also very possible. Does Amnesia have the same effects against Dash?
No, because Dash cares about boosting. So it has to be.
Well, it says. Does it say they lose all types?
No, just names.
Amnesia. When this hits a hero, cards and tokens They own lose and can't gain names. Okay, so Erase Face is just strictly better against Dash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So that's what I said. If you pulled out the 2 Wreak Havocs and then take out that Nerve, you could have the 3 Erase Faces.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably take out the Fate Foreseen.
I already did.
I was like, the Fate Foreseen feels like super medium, but the Fate Foreseen kind of replaces. You take out the Fate Foreseen and put the 3rd Unmovable in, and then you take out the 2 Wreck Havocs and you take out the Nerve Scalpel and you throw in 3 Erase Face for certain matchups. Yeah, I mean, so honestly, I kind of like that better just because if nothing else, we have a specific game plan. Like we're already like trying to
clean, it's like add those 3 cards into your ones that care about that. You don't have to change anything else.
Right, exactly. I do like that.
Cool. All right, we'll test around more with it. We'll have to do this more on Saturdays or on Sundays.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That sounds good. Hey, what time do you want to do the meeting next Sunday?
5, 6.
Okay, I'll shoot everybody and ask if 5 or 6 is better.
Okay.
I'll text the group because I'm good for either one next week. I think so.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I'll talk to you later, man.
All right. See you, buddy. Okay, so we got some games in with Silas against Azuri, which was kind of cool. I played a game against Azalea earlier in the day where I just kind of ran Azalea over. Like, it wasn't really close. And then we played 5 games of Azuri. 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. And I went 4-1 into that. I do think that part of that was probably like a little bit of like inoptimal play from Silas at the beginning. But it, like, I don't know, like Bravo has felt very good today. Like, honestly, it's felt super clean. And just like it's just felt very good so far today. Like, it just kind of felt like, or pushed, like Bravo just feels like it's in a good spot right now. And I know that there's more than one team that I know that is thinking about playing Bravo. So my plan against Azalea is just to leave my 60 the way it is and try to run them over. I've played against Azalea 3 times now with Bravo, right? 2 times, and both times I've just left my game plan alone and just ran them over. I haven't changed anything or really done anything differently, so I'm just going to keep that plan the same way until it feels any different. Talishar, Azalea, and we're going second. I have a spreadsheet that I keep all of my games in that I like to I like to keep all of my games in an Excel spreadsheet. It just makes it that much easier for testing, in my opinion, for when it comes time to talk to the team and sit down and be like, hey, we're doing, I like this because of this, or I don't like this because of this, and on and on and on. It just makes it easier, in my opinion. So they put a card on the bottom of the deck. Also, if you've been watching the Min-Max 10K that's on YouTube, host DM Armada streaming that. If you have any interest in watching that, it is the finals match is coming up, and it is going to be an Azalea mirror final. Brody Spurlock and Levi Roush, which is very interesting. So we'll block 9 here. I don't think they're going to throw their arrow. I honestly block 9 because I just don't think they will. It's turn 0, and they'll want to arsenal something here. Plus, this doesn't have go again, so. Command and Conquer Pummel's a pretty good way to do this. We've already lost 1 Spinal Crush, so pitching the Spinal Crush is not great here. I think that the value of Command and Conquer Pummel here is just going to be a lot better than trying to hang on to the Spinal Crush and just throwing the Command and Conquer here. Because I could make a Surge, with the pummel and then throw the Command and Conquer with the blue and then have one card in hand. And then my opponent knows that they're not having to play around anything. But this way they get to keep 3 cards. Now, I do give myself a 10-point life lead here. Now, this is a good hand because I can block with Showtime and then I can make a Surge and then disable. Okay. All right, well, I'm obviously not going to count that as a game. I'm doing classic. Oh, no. The new cards are legal in CC, so I can be in competitive gameplay. Awesome. Yeah, I'm not going to count that as a game, although I do think that I am favored into that match. I definitely do not want to be... I don't want to be counting games that are any good. Is this the person I was just playing against? Let's see. First time against Azalea, I went second. Second time against Azalea, I went second. Let's go first this time and see what happens. I think I just want to try different things with Bravo at this point to see how they feel. That's really the only way that I was able to figure out when I wanted to go first and second with Icelander and when I wanted to do other things and so on and so on. So it's pretty rare that we ever get to a chance to try and fatigue Azalea here. So I think I'm just going to pass and Arsenal the Spinal Crush. Because now I have the ability to pitch Thunderquake, come in with Zealous Belting, make a Surge, and then Dominate to come in with Spinal Crush. So I'm basically just going to do whatever, like, at the beginning of their next end phase, discard all cards. So this is for 8, and I get a... So this is for 10, and I have no Arsenal, basically. Yeah, see, I don't care about this, because I'm just going to take 10 and go to 30 here, and then I'm going to have an insanely good turn. So my Surge goes off. I make another Surge. We come in for 5, go again. They're going to take this. I'm going to Dominate, and then I'm going to Spinal Crush here. So I get to have a 14-point turn. 9 of that has Dominate, and I'm ending the turn at 30. Oh, nice. Okay, so they did have Sink Below from Arsenal. So I'm at 30. They're at 32. No, I will not pay. And we're going to go Thunderquake, Showtime, then Last Ditch Effort. This is a blocking hand. For 10, good lord. So we block 9, 10, 11 with the plating. Take nothing, and then we get to throw Hammer for 4. And it's, if it has an aim counter on it, it gets the piercing 1, so... My Surge goes off. I'm just going to throw Hammer for 4 here and pass. They're pretty likely to just take my 4, which gives us a 1-point lead. Now, this is a pretty awkward hand. The best play here, in my opinion, is to block with Chokeslam, make a Seismic Surge, play Zealous Belting, or play Command and Conquer, and then Arsenal to Zealous Belting. I think I'm going to take 4 here. I want to be able to block whatever arrow they play. Death Dealer is really good. I bought a cold foil Death Dealer like 6 months ago for like a few bucks. So this has go again regardless. So I can throw Chokeslam, Command and Conquer, Tectonic Plating. And then I can throw Hammer for 4 here, and then I can Arsenal Zealous Belting. Chokeslam is a very good card against them. It is worth noting. Chokeslam does turn off all of their pump spells, which is kind of nice, honestly. All right. I mean, I get it. They want to use a Sink Below like for like life parity stuff. Jeez, really? So I can go Chokeslam, Rouse the Ancients, and Crown of Providence, putting Zealous Belting on the bottom, hoping I draw blue to make a surge and throw Command and Conquer, Arsenal the Crippling Crush. That is the play that stands out to me. They also haven't used Death Dealer here, so like they definitely have things they can do. So block, Command and Conquer, throw Hammer, Arsenal Crippling Crush. So I'm taking 2 to throw nothing, or I can take 5 and throw 6 with no on hit effect, and then still have this in Arsenal. Well, no, I'm taking 5. I'm taking 2 to throw 4, which is 6 points. I get to keep my life total higher. It's the same points either way. I just get to keep my life total. Excuse me. I get to keep my life total higher. I guess knowing they were going to draw a card, I wasn't really thinking about that. Knowing that they were going to draw a card off the premeditate, I guess I should have. Gosh, can I get not a triple red hand, please? This is insanity. I've seen like 6 blues in like 5 hands. This has been wild. We're definitely playing through what Bravo would call variance here. Face up, arrows played from Arsenal, gain go again. 5 dominate. Well, let's throw it there. It's 2 red in the ledgers we've seen. What is this for 6? We'll block 6, and then if they throw their last one, So I either lose both points of my equipment here, or I go to... Oh, man. All right, well, we'll just pass here. We need to be... We have another double red hand. Okay. The funny part is, like, I keep drawing... like, all these reds, like, and I actually just want to draw, like, triple blue. These hands have been the worst. Bolton shot. Okay, so right now it's for 6 dominate, 5 dominate. All right, I'm going to take 5 here, go to 19, and I'm going to try to use Zealous Belting in the pummel to try to get back into the game here. Yeah, this actually just doesn't matter at all. Well, we're down 10. This is not feeling like a very good game. So I'm going to... I understand that this is one less point here. Like I'm serving one less point, but I think one less point and a card from their hand is better value than I think that's better value than throwing the hammer for 10 and not taking a card out of their hand. They hit a Spire Sniping. Put a card on top, put a card on top. 3, Dominate. We're going to block with our Pulverize. Without having our Crown of Providence to put that onto the bottom, we're never going to be able to make that happen. All right, it's swing time. Coming in for 11, Dominate. They might have a defense reaction in their arsenal. I'm honestly not sure. No, take 9. Get rid of almost all your cards. Blowout. Oh, nice play from our opponent here. They're probably going to go draw a card so they can arsenal something. Block with Imposing Visage. Dominate Spinal Crush. I go to 11 and I get to have the same effect and keep a pummel in my deck. I'm finding that I'm very rarely actually using the Showtimes and the Imposing Visage. I would love to have one on turn 0. When you get to the end of the game like this against Bravo, and Bravo just has the ability to... Oh, they have to have a defense reaction here. I was like, and Bravo just has the ability to just be able to just throw dominated attacks like this over and over and over again. It's just so good. Like, my opponent's at 4. Five, Dominate with the Blood Rot effect. So I have no way to stop this. I could block the Disable. I don't know. Like, this is 9. I want to block 3, take 2, make a Surge. Yeah, so if I block 3, I take 2, which I'm basically agreeing to take 4. So I'm basically at 7 right now. I'm going to make a Surge, come in with a Disable here. Okay. I think this is better. Because I have to go to 4 and then I die. But I get to stay at 9, and now I get to take a card out of their hand. I'm going to go to 7 off the Pox token here. This feels like a... Feels like a much better line for me. Here's another triple red hand. +2 power here. So if I block with Pummel, I can throw 8. Or no, I can block Command and Conquer, take 4, go to 3. And then I can just throw the Choke Slam here for 8. Which means I get 2 cards out of their hand. Or I can block Command and Conquer. I can block Pummel, take 5, go to 2. Make a Surge, throw Hammer. I could just throw Choke Slam and Pummel. I could throw Command and Conquer and Pummel. Go to 5. Choke Slam for the Surge, and then the other chokeslam for the hammer. So I get to keep my life total as high as possible here. And I still get to turn my hand into 11 points and make a seismic surge here. This does get 2 cards out of their hand. Gets +3. Be a heck of a time to have a sink below. So, and this does have go again, which means they can throw whatever their last thing is here at me, and then I'm in a really bad spot. So, what are the odds that me blocking 3, taking 4, going to 1, and then trying to kill them with the Macho Grande is actually the winning line here? I guess they can just bullseye bracers or throw their, like, if their last card's an arrow, then I'm in, like, it's like dumpster city for me. I honestly think that's where I have to be. I don't think that me trying to kill them with the Macho Grande here is correct. Man. So I could have went to 1. And then, but, I mean, considering they kept their card in Arsenal, that's probably a defense reaction. We've seen 2 sink belows and a fate foreseen, which means there's probably at least 1 more. So we're going to come in for 4 here. They're going to play their sink below. I mean, if we can hang on long enough, we're kind of at the point of, like, fatiguing them a little bit here. Crippling Crush is awesome, but there's probably like a less than 10% chance here that I'm actually going to get it off here. This is for 9. If it hits, they draw a card. Have I blocked with any last-ditch efforts? There's 1. I should probably do my best to keep this in the deck if I can. Let's block 9. Throw our hammer for 4. I mean, again, like, we're just taking cards out of their deck ever so slowly. Now, one of the scary things is that at a certain point, they might be able to just, like, use Azalea to kill me here. And that is frightening, because as much as Bravo's ability is very good, like, their ability is also very good with Azalea. They get to opt 2. Spire Sniping is a really good card from Outsiders. So I can block Terra Sunder and Imposing Visage. And then I can go Spinal Crush, make a surge into so I can block 6 and stay at 4 and then throw 6 on the hammer, which is a safe play. Or I can block 3 and throw 9. This is definitely the riskier play, but it is also the play that presents the most points. If they're stuck with like 3/2 blocks in hand, then I'm going to get all 4 of their cards. So there is some upside to my play here, but okay. I mean, they can't have that many good arrows left in their deck. So I can go Tear Asunder. No. I can activate Bravo, make a surge, and then come in for 8 dominate. Because needed something big here. But I guess if nothing else, this will either end the game. Like I think it, like, if, oh my gosh. Such a good play for my opponent. And they get to come in for 5 dominate. This was one of the best games against Azalea I've ever played. Like, this was an extremely close game from the Bravo point of view. Like, I tip my hat to my opponent here. They earned that one. I'm not even upset about that. My opponent played very well. They had good cards. Like, we almost fatigued them, and they just got us at the end there. Like, it was a good game by my opponent. Sorry, I know you guys have to listen to me like clack, 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 clack when I start typing. I'm taking notes on every game because I want to be able to look back at my notes and be like, oh, this is why I did this, or this is why I did that, and so on and so on. Let's see, 428. All right, I'm gonna play one more here. We're gonna get one more game in at 5-2. We've had a pretty decent day. I am curious to see if, let's see, I'm pretty sure I played against Katsu already. Yeah, I played against Katsu and I had to go first. I went first and I won, and it says I won because I had Pulverize into Chokeslam into Spinal into Crippling. Okay, sounds like a pretty aggressive start for me. Player 2 will go first, so I'm going second this time. So I think I just want to have my super aggressive package in here. I always take one Kodachi on the first turn of the game. Like, I always take one Kodachi because I'm like, you know what? I normally want to be able to, like, keep hands and block and do other things. So I'm always willing to take one Kodachi. Well, we're going to make a surge, and then I'm just going to pass and heave this, and then I'm just going to pitch both of my cards. I'm going to go Command and Conquer, Macho Grande, then Chokeslam. This hand's awesome. 6 and 8 is 14, so I can pitch the Debilitate, reveal Rouse the Ancients. I will have to give them a mask this turn more than likely. So they have a few things they can do here. You're 0-2 with me watching. Might have to ban me. Lol. That's hilarious. So I'm curious to see if they Katsu here. Like, until they really start to, like, try and go off or do something, I'm not really going to do anything. I mean, yeah, this is also fine. Like, they just have this in their hand. Or do they Katsu for it? They Katsu'd for it? No, they didn't, because they didn't discard anything. Into Command and Conquer. So Rouse the Ancients isn't happening anymore, but I can block with Chokeslam Debilitate here. Just safely block 6 and then just throw my Pulverize anyway. The Command and Conquer was something I was not ready for, honestly. Like, good play by my opponent and good time to have it there, but I definitely wasn't ready for it, especially not on the turn that I had Pulverize. Feel like that's something that happens like quite regularly, is like I'm not expecting a Command and Conquer when I have a Pulverize and then they throw it. I got by a Zuri the other day because of that. Now, I should have just blocked 6 instead of just saying no blocks and trying to dominate my Pulverize. But at the same time, I should have made a better play, honestly, is what should have happened. I wouldn't have got blown out by it, but it was unfortunate for me. It was like the second turn of the game. Like, they had turn 0, and then on my first turn, I made a Surge and then heaved the Pulverize like I just did. And then my opponent... and then my opponent had the Command and Conquer. Oh, they're just going to take this. Interesting. I very rarely ever actually use the Cranial Crush. Now, I did get to dominate it last game, but as we saw, that did not work out for me very well. I ended up losing that game, so... Yeah, the Kodachi comes in for 0. Now, I have to say, like, Katsu does get to play around that pretty well. So do all the assassins that get to play, like, Spider's Bites and things like that. I honestly think I'm just going to take this. Like, when I'm drafting, like, when I've been drafting the new set, when I've been drafting Outsiders, I will block this card pretty regularly. But not here. Renamed to Surging Strike. So now this is probably going to be like a Whelming Gust Wave. So I think I'm just going to block with the Pummel, the Blue Pummel, and the Tectonic Plating here, or the Crater Fist. If they have Razor, or if they have the Ancestral Empowerment here, like, it's a blowout. I mean, a blowout. They get to push through some damage. They do get to draw 2 cards because of Mask. There's never a world where I'm playing against Ninja and I'm playing around Razor Reflex. People haven't played Razor Reflex basically since I started playing the game, and, like, I'm just not going to play around it. When I start losing consistently because I don't play around Razor Reflex, I'll start playing around it. But until then, I'm not respecting that card. Like, people have different opinions about that, and that is something that I argue with people quite regularly on, but I don't respect Razor Reflex until people start making me respect it. So I'm going to go to 20 here. So I can block 3 and throw 4. Which turns my hand into a 7-point hand instead of a 6-point hand where I make a Surge and then throw my hammer for 6. So I'm gaining a point this way. Arsenaling the Red Pummel is very good. I do like the idea of having a life lead and having a red Pummel in my arsenal. So we do have a very interesting line that we can take here. It is a very greedy, very, like, honestly, it's very questionable in my opinion. But the line would be block with Crown and some of my, whatever other pieces of my equipment I need. Put the Pulverize on the bottom, hoping to find a blue. If I find a blue, I can pitch a blue, play Terra Sunder, pitch another blue, play Hammer, or I pitch a blue, activate Tectonic Plating, then I pitch a blue, have 2 floating, play Terra Sunder, then I pitch my last blue, activate Hammer, come in with 6, and then I have Terra Sunder with 7 and then a Pummel backup. So like a Terra Sunder, a Hammer for 11 dominate that has 2 on hit effects, where they discard 3 cards, is a very tempo swing turn. The problem is that if I put a Pulverize on the bottom and I draw something else, I'm in a pretty awkward spot. If I draw, I mean, I guess my red cards are very good cards, and they do allow me to make some. They do allow me to make some pretty explosive plays here with the red pummel also. So I think the red pummel is my best play, and I think I'm just going to try to use my equipment to stop their Mask of Momentum hit. That appears to be the play that I'm going to make. They banish Bonds of Ancestry. They come in with Descendant Gust Wave. And then when they swing for 4 for free here, I'm going to throw Crown and I'm going to throw Tectonic Plating. I'm going to put the Pulverize on the bottom and see what we can come up with. Now, again, if this is Ancestral Empowerment, so we find the blue, which is pretty cool. So we're gonna get to have a pretty nutty turn here. We have given them a little bit of a life lead to be able to do that. They use their breaking scales, which means they're going to be able to block even less next turn. Oh, I have 3 equipment block left after this. I mean, I'm here. Like, it is what it is. Like, I guess if this is a Surging Strike in their arsenal and they draw a blue or a yellow, they could throw the Surging Strike and then throw the Gust Wave afterwards to draw another card, which would be... Kadachi, I go to 10. Gust Wave for 3. I mean, you have it, you might as well play it. Yep, I'm at 6. I'm at 3. I mean, you had your turn, but now I get to try to have my turn. All right. This is going to take 3 cards out of their hand, and they have no arsenal. Like, I don't even think that, like, they can't, like, Flick Flack doesn't save them here. Yellow or red unmovable doesn't save them here. Like, there is nothing that saves my opponent. Now, I could be wrong, but, like, I haven't seen any defense reactions to this point. Maybe I've not thrown anything that's required a defense reaction, but... They block with Command and Conquer, and then we're going to take the rest of the cards out of their hand, and they're going to take 8. So we're down 11 points, and they have nothing in their hand, which means we need to find something here that does something. I'm sorry, did I miss something? How do they have a card in their hand? They blocked with a card. They didn't have an arsenal last turn. They blocked with a card. And if it hits, they discard 2 cards. Oh, the pummel doesn't actually get rid of a card. See, I'm having a stroke here. Well, good news is that we can block 4 here and be fine. Yeah, the pummel doesn't take care of their last card. I wasn't thinking about that. That was just me not thinking about the line as well. But the pummel was good there. It did allow us to push quite a bit of damage. I needed to draw like a Crippling Crush this turn. Like, honestly, is what I needed to see here. I needed to just have like a very explosive turn, and I just didn't, which is unfortunate. I mean, they're at 6, but I don't think it matters. We're in a very bad spot. We're at 3, and they have a full grip, which when you're playing against Ninja is very frightening. They have played a Razor Reflex, and they have pitched a Razor Reflex. So there's one more that we're playing around. They have it here, they have it. There's nothing I can really do about it from here. Have we seen any of those? Yeah, we've seen one. So there's one more left in the deck somewhere. They discard a Sink Below. All right, so they are on heavy defense reactions. I guess we kind of needed their hand to be lackluster with some of that. So we're going to block 5 here. And then they're going to throw their 0 for 5. And then we're going to have to block 5 again. And then they're going to Kadachi us, put us to 1. And then again, they have a full hand and we're at 1, which means the Kadachis are just going to kill us. We're locked. We've been put into this situation. I'm looking back on the game and I don't think that there was a turn where I could have done something different that would have allowed me to have a better position in the game. Like, I'm looking back on this thinking, like, I don't think there was anything I could have done. I don't know. I don't know. I might have to go back and review that one a little bit or something to see if there is a line that I could have taken that was better. Normally, there's... So, like, most of the time, there is something you can do that is normally better. I don't always believe that. Like, that just doesn't always happen. Like, it's a card game, and, like, whether anybody likes it or not, there is variance, and sometimes your opponent just draws better than you do and you just lose. But, I don't know. There might have been something I could have done there. Katsu, let's see. Did I go second? Yeah, I went second. Loss. Come on. Okay. So let's see here. I've played 14 games so far, and I've lost 3 times. So I'm 11-3 with Bravo so far. Through 14 games, I mean, that feels pretty good to me. Like, that's a solid record. There is nothing wrong with that record, honestly. And I mean, 11-3 to calling is very good. Now I understand that, like, you know, not everybody I've been playing against are calling like caliber winners kind of thing, but this has been, I don't know, like, I feel pretty good about Bravo and like the way the deck's playing and how it's going and things like that. So anyway, but guys, thanks for hanging out today. That was all. I appreciate you guys coming by and being in the chat and keeping me company. Got some good testing in today and helped Silas get some good games in against Bravo and figure out a little bit more about Azuri and where he wants to be with that. So I don't know. I feel like we're moving in the right direction doing our preparation for Richmond. It is now 100% on the table. I am going to Richmond. So I'm excited about that. Excited to play in a Battle Hard in a couple weeks before the Pro Tour. I think that'll give me some good CC testing for the calling. So, all right. I found somebody actually who is doing a box opening. So I'm going to raid them and we're going to get out of here. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out.